How did monks create illuminated manuscripts in a scriptorium? Have you ever wondered how monks created those stunning illuminated manuscripts that we admire today? The process was quite fascinating and involved several careful steps. In medieval Europe, these manuscripts were crafted in a special writing room known as a scriptorium, located within monasteries. The monks dedicated countless hours to this meticulous work, blending art and devotion. First, the monks prepared the writing surface. They used parchment or vellum, which came from animal skins, typically from calves, sheep, or goats. The skins underwent a thorough process where they were soaked, stretched on frames, scraped smooth, and whitened. This created durable and smooth pages that were perfect for writing and painting. Once the writing surface was ready, the scribe monk would begin marking the pages. They ruled lines and set margins to guide their writing. Using a quill pen made from a goose or swan feather, they carefully copied the text. The ink they used was often made from natural materials, and the text was written in a chosen script style, usually in short lines. Sometimes the same monk would write and decorate the manuscript, but often, one monk would focus on writing while another took on the role of illuminator. After the text was complete, it was time for decoration. This process involved several stages. First, the illuminator would plan the decoration, reserving spaces for images and initials while writing. Next, they would lightly sketch designs on the page, sometimes using silver point or pinpricks to outline the images. The next step was gilding, where gold or silver leaf was applied. The illuminator would first put down a sticky base, like gesso or gum, and then carefully lay thin sheets of gold or silver onto the page. They would burnish these sheets to create a bright shine. After the gilding, the illuminator painted illustrations and decorative borders using bright pigments made from minerals or vegetables. They applied colors in layers, starting with lighter shades and building up to darker tones. Fine details were added afterward, such as black outlines and white highlights, to enhance the figures and decorations. Once the illumination was finished, the individual parchment sheets were folded into gatherings. These were sewn together with linen thread and bound between covers to create the completed book. Monasteries served as the main centers for producing these manuscripts during the early and high Middle Ages. The monks dedicated long hours in the scriptorium to this painstaking work. These manuscripts were not only used for religious purposes, but also preserved classical texts and historical records. By the later Middle Ages, as demand grew, commercial workshops in cities began producing illuminated manuscripts, expanding their reach beyond the monastic community. The creation of illuminated manuscripts in a scriptorium combined skilled craftsmanship in writing, painting, and bookbinding, reflecting the cultural values and religious devotion of medieval Europe.